Let me take this moment to thank each and every one of you for doing what a patriotic citizen of any country would do, that you mind about your country, that you pray about your country, and thank you for your support. I was here a few months ago, just under maybe 6 months ago. I had a conversation with many of you on what you thought about the future of our country. I explained to you why it was necessary for us to reset the calibration of our country, why we need to re-engineer our present and refocus our future. And I want to say thank you very much for those of you, and I know the majority of you who supported my quest, who prayed for me, and who voted for us. Asanteni sana. Let me also take this opportunity on behalf of Kenyans, all of them seated here, elected from both sides of the divide. I want to say to all of you who are Kenyans, asanteni sana, thank you for giving us the opportunity to lead in our country. Whether we are on this side of the divide or on the other side of the divide, we are all leaders, and I want to appreciate that you participated in bringing this together. And let me say, this election, the election on the 9th of August, was very special. Special in two ways, significantly. Number one is that this election was different. It was about issues. It was about an agenda and a program for the transformation of our country. And both sides of the political divide sold their program, their manifesto, their agenda to the people of Kenya. And the most significant thing that happened is that this year we voted and we extinguished the flames of ethnicity in our country. To make sure that Kenyans at home and those in diaspora have access to government services easily, without having to travel long distances, without having to queue anywhere, I have undertaken that in the next 6 months, all government services will be digitized and will be available online. I mean all government services. At the moment, we have only 300 government services available online. But in the next 6 months, we will have onboarded 5,000 government services online and available on the digital platform, so that even when you are anywhere in the world, you can still access government services. And we have already agreed with all the stakeholders. We have put in place the necessary mechanism to ensure that that happens, and I mean in 6 months. That will assist many of you who today are traveling very long distances to look for simple things that are consular services. And I have told Mutua and my good sister Rosaline here that they must come up with a mechanism where you don't have to travel to come and look for your passport in Washington, D.C., or if you're living in Minnesota, if you're living in North Carolina, if you're living anywhere in any part of the U.S., you should be able to get those services online, or they have to design a mechanism where even if biometrics are required, they should be available in your town, because that's a possibility. So, and I know how that can be done, just in case, Mutua, you need ideas on how it will be done. In the delivery of what we believe diaspora should do, number one, we believe that since Kenya doesn't have gold and silver and oil to export, we have one commodity that is better than gold and silver and oil, and that is our human capital. And we have purposed as an administration that we will focus on exporting the best that we have. Our Department for Diaspora Affairs will be working with our Ministry for Labor to ensure that Kenyans have the best possible opportunity to work anywhere in the world. And because our human capital is tested and tried and has qualified in terms of hard work, creativity, innovation, minimum supervision, we have the best human capital, and I am very proud of our men and women who have served anywhere in the world. They have acquitted us as a nation of hardworking people. And because that is the best we have, and I have told you it's better than gold and silver, and it's better than oil and all the other minerals, we will focus on making sure that the opportunities that are available for Kenyans to work around the globe, the government of Kenya will facilitate, will make it easy, will make it possible for Kenyans to work anywhere in the world, even as they work at home. And my focus is that in the next 3 years, our diaspora remittances must move from 400 billion to 1 trillion Kenya shillings. It's possible. We are working round the clock to keep our commitment, to keep our pledge, so that we can make your country, our country, the country that we all are proud to call home. And I want to promise you and to make my commitment to you, even as far as you are thousands of miles away in the US, that we will make you proud in Kenya. We will do our best. We committed ourselves to sorting out the cost of living. I want to tell you we are on course in making sure that we sort out the cost of living. We committed to you that we will refashion, re-engineer, and rework our universal health coverage. Susan here, our Minister for Health, has her work cut out. She knows what she must do. And I want to promise you that we will deliver. And all the other things that we committed ourselves to way back at home, we will deliver. Let me just say a few things about the diaspora, because that is the constituency that I'm addressing myself to this afternoon. Alfred Mutua and his team at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs know what they must do, and they know what our irreducible minimum is. I did make a commitment to our diaspora community that we will have at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs a State Department dedicated to matters diaspora. Today in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, we have one State Department dedicated for matters foreign affairs with a PS, and we have a State Department for diaspora with a permanent secretary. Roslyn here, Roslyn Jogu is our permanent secretary for matters diaspora. She has nothing else to do. She has just diaspora matters to wake up and sleep, imagining and doing. She knows what my position is on matters diaspora, that it is true diaspora cannot just be viewed in terms of remittance. Diaspora is a whole body of Kenyans that require services. They are our best ambassadors. They have done us proud. They participate in the development of our country, and they deserve the best from our government.